Hello everyone, my name is Dinda Andari Suseno. Today, I want to explain about mind map of the novel The Minds of Billy Milligan. First, let's get to know the author. Daniel Case was an American writer who wrote the novel The Minds of Billy Milligan. He was born in Brooklyn, New York, 1927, and died at his home in Florida on June 15, 2014. Case was given the Author Emeritus honor by the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America in 2000. Next, about general information. The Minds of Billy Milligan is a novel from United States. The genre of this novel is biography with the theme of dissociative identity disorder. It is a mental illness that involves disruption or breakdowns of memory, awareness, identity, and perception. This novel is based on the true story of Billy Milligan. The setting in this novel is set in Ohio from October 1977 to May 1982, and this novel uses the third-person omniscient point of view. The first version of this novel was published by Random House in October 1981 with 374 pages, and for 1982 version and 1995 version was published by Bantam Books with 426 pages. For media type, all versions use print with hardcover and paperback. Now, the characters. William Stanley Milligan or Billy Milligan is the main character of this novel. He was born on 14th of February in 1955. Known for a person with dissociative identity disorder who have 24 personalities. The first time Billy was arrested in 1975 for armed robbery and raping 3 students. And Milligan died in 2014 because of cancer. These are 24 personalities who live in Billy's body. First, the 10. These 10 are the elders whom personalities Reagan and Arthur decided were not undesirable. They have really short consciousness, and doctors quickly learn of their existence. Billy Milligan. Billy is the core personality. Arthur, 22 years old, is an educated Englishman, an expert in science and medicines with a focus on hematology. Arthur is one of only 2 personalities who could classify a person in the group as an undesirable. Reagan is the keeper of hate. Reagan described himself as Yugoslavian, has a Slavic accent, can write and speak in Serbian, and is extraordinarily strong. He controls the spot in dangerous time and can designate group members as undesirable. Alan is a conman and a manipulator. He is the most common person to talk to the outside world. He plays the drums and paints portraits, also the only right-handed self. He is the only personality that smokes cigarettes. Tommy, 16 years old, is the escape artist. He plays the tenor sax and is an electronic expert. He is also a painter, specializing in landscape. Danny, 14 years old, is afraid of people, especially men. He only paints still lifes and never paints landscapes. He says this was because Chalmers made him dig his own grave and buried him in it. David, 8 years old. He's the keeper of pain. He comes to the spot to take the pain of the others. Christine, 3 years old. She has dyslexia, but Arthur taught her to read and write. And Christopher, 13 years old, is Christine's brother. He can play the harmonica. Les Adalana, 19 years old, a lesbian, cooks and cleans house for the others, and writes poetry. Adalana had admitted to committing the rapes without the knowledge of Milligan or the other authors. and these 14 more people were labeled undesirable after breaking the rules laid down by Regan and Arthur. There are Phil, Kevin, Walter, April, Samuel, Mark, Steve, Lee, Jason, Robert, Sean, Martin, Timothy, and the teacher. The teacher was by far the greatest milestone to helping Billy achieve fusion. He is the sum of all 24 people put together, and has almost total recall of all the other people's action and thoughts. And there are several other support characters. Dorothy Turner, a psychiatrist from Southwest Community Mental Health Center in Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Cornelia Wilbur, who pioneered thinking about multiple personality disorder with her book Sibyl. Dr. David Cole, who was treating Milligan at the Athens Mental Health Center. And Daniel Case, the writer and the author of this novel. Last, for the chapters. In the first chapter, The Mix-Up Time, the author reviews how Billy Milligan was arrested in 1977. Milligan is accused of 2 rapes, 1 attempted rape, and several kidnappings and robberies around Ohio State University. After his third would-be victim, Polly Newton, identifies him in a lineup of suspects, he is later arrested by a SWAT team member who's posing as a pizza delivery boy. Billy was eventually found not guilty for being considered insane. Then Billy was taken to the hospital and treated by Dr. Cornelia Wilbur. Billy, who was divided at the time, had 10 personalities including Arthur, Regan, Ellen, Tommy, David, Danny, Adolana, Christine, Christopher, and Billy, who is the core figure. The 10 figures took turns to fill the main place. The second chapter of this book, Becoming the Teacher, tells about how all personalities live in the same body. Even though they were behind the main place, they could communicate with each other, talk about things related to Billy's life and theirs. And this chapter tells when Case met Milligan at the Athens Mental Health Centers in Ohio. There is a holistic personality that calls himself the teacher. This personality claims to recall everything and has taught the other personalities how to behave. Everything that Case recreates here is based on videotape conversation with this teacher. The teacher explained all of Milligan's crime on the Ohio State campus by saying that Regan robbed another college student so he could pay some bills. And Adolana, who so desperately wanted to be with a woman her entire life, raped the first 2 victims, Carrie Dreyer and Donna West. After his arrest, Billy feels safe to appear to others. He is glad he's been arrested because now he can retrieve help. Toward the end, in the last chapter, Beyond Madness, in the epilogue, Case informed the reader that Milligan was transported to another psychiatrist with more experience with dissociative identity disorder. Okay, that was my explanation of the novel The Minds of Billy Milligan. Thank you.